What if your partner falls in love with artificial intelligence? Hours of deep conversations, flirting, understanding without words. Is it just code or already someone important? Where is the line between harmless chatter and real betrayal? Perhaps AI knows more about your partner than you do. It remembers every detail, offers support, and says exactly what one wants to hear. Is this just an innocent game or a real threat capable of destroying relationships? Let's find out today. Cheating is a broad concept. Some consider even liking a photo on social media a betrayal, while others overlook casual flirting at a bar. But what if the object of affection is artificial intelligence? Is it just text on a screen or a full-fledged conversation partner that evokes emotions? Today, AI can not only maintain a conversation but also adapt to a user's personality. It remembers details, adjusts to moods, gives compliments, and shows care. Isn't that what makes us attached to real people? But how is communication with AI different from interaction with a human? The program does not experience emotions in the usual sense, but can simulate them. Modern algorithms analyze speech, preferences, and even facial expressions if it's an advanced model with a video interface. They create an illusion of mutual understanding, so convincing that users start developing real feelings for their virtual companions. Psychologists call this the Beliza effect, a phenomenon where people attribute human traits to artificial intelligence. Historically, this began back in the 1960s when the first computer psychotherapy program made users feel understood. But modern AI has gone much further. It remembers key moments, adapts to communication styles, and even creates a sense of friendship or romantic connection. Some people deliberately replace real communication with virtual interactions because it is easier. AI does not judge, does not demand explanations, does not get disappointed. It is always available, always supportive, and always says exactly what one wants to hear. But is this kind of interaction true communication, or is it just self-deception? The dependence on AI communication has already become a subject of study. Many users admit they prefer virtual companions over real partners. This can lead to emotional detachment in relationships, reduced involvement, and even withdrawal from real-life interactions. If a partner prefers AI over you, is that cheating or just a new form of escapism? When digital attachment goes beyond friendly conversation and becomes emotional dependence, should it be considered a threat to relationships? Or is it a new way to gain support and emotional relief in today's world? Let's look at it from both sides. On the first side, this is not betrayal. Artificial intelligence is just a program, a set of algorithms designed to imitate communication. It does not feel or understand what it is doing. It can be compared to watching a movie, reading a book, or playing a game. The person interacts, but it's not real. Why should this be considered something shameful? Moreover, such chats can be beneficial. They help relieve stress, provide emotional release, and even strengthen relationships if a partner gets additional support in virtual form. On the second side, this is betrayal. Now imagine, your partner has deep, intimate conversations with AI, shares feelings, and seeks comfort. If the virtual companion replaces a real person in terms of emotions, this is already a red flag. Emotional intimacy is a crucial aspect of relationships. If someone entrusts their emotions and joys to AI, does that mean they are drifting away from their real partner? What if this develops into a dependency? If someone starts spending more time with AI than with their loved one, trusts it more, and prefers it over a human, then it's no longer just innocent entertainment, but a factor that could destroy relationships. Thus, the answer depends on the boundaries established within each relationship. But one thing is clear, a virtual companion can be both an innocent outlet and a serious threat. Where is the boundary? What is considered harmless fun, and what is betrayal? As in any relationship, discussion is key. For one couple, it's just a game, while for another, it's a serious problem. Some psychologists compare it to micro-cheating, small actions that do not cross a clear line but can destroy trust. Is it worth risking this for the sake of chatting with a program? The boundaries of what's acceptable are blurred, and in the digital age, they become even more complicated. Social networks, chats, and virtual assistants expand our communication space. But if someone gains emotional satisfaction from AI, feels support, and even develops feelings for it, should this be considered a breach of loyalty? A virtual companion does not require explanations, is always available, and perfectly adapts to moods. Such ideal conversations lack conflicts, misunderstandings, and disagreements typical of real relationships. This makes AI particularly appealing, but at the same time, it creates a false sense of closeness. Some couples already set clear rules. Is flirting with AI acceptable? Can you share personal experiences with it? Where is the line between friendly conversation and genuine emotional betrayal? Studies show that attachment to virtual companions can affect real relationships. People begin to communicate less with their partners, discuss problems less frequently, and become less inclined to develop real connections. This can lead to emotional detachment and even breakups. On the other hand, using AI as emotional support can be beneficial. During difficult times, people often seek comfort, and if a virtual companion helps them cope, this does not necessarily pose a threat. It all depends on how deeply one is involved in such communication and whether it replaces real relationships. So the question remains open. The key is awareness and honesty between partners. If both understand and accept such interactions, perhaps it's just part of a new reality. Now imagine, what if AI in the future learns to experience real emotions? Or at least simulate them so well that we can no longer tell the difference. Modern neural networks can already generate convincing text, engage in meaningful dialogue, and in the future, may even reproduce facial expressions, voice, and emotions at a human level. If today we can distinguish artificial companions from real ones, what happens when that distinction disappears? Will we still consider it just an algorithm, or will it become something more? What if your partner spends time with a virtual entity that genuinely celebrates their successes, supports them in difficult moments, and even gets jealous? Will your relationship remain as strong? Some experiments show that people can develop deep emotional connections with chatbots and digital avatars. In Japan, studies have found that participants form emotional bonds with virtual partners, treating them as a full replacement for real relationships. People admitted they find it easier to trust AI than a real person. After all, AI never betrays, never judges, and always says exactly what you want to hear. But where is the limit? If AI can recognize human emotions and respond with empathy, isn't that equivalent to real interaction? What if AI algorithms become so personalized that they create an ideal conversation partner tailored specifically to each user? Would that be considered cheating? Or will it become the new normal? Perhaps in a few decades, people will officially marry digital partners, and the boundary between the virtual and real world will disappear altogether. This question already concerns scientists, philosophers, and futurists. If humanity recognizes AI as having feelings, how will this change our morality and understanding of relationships? Will people trust each other as they did before, or will they prefer partners created by artificial intelligence, without flaws and compromises? Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and click the bell so you don't miss new videos.